yourself you want to do just for money. I mean, maybe this is not the best decision to make. I feel you need to really know what you're going into. You know, it's a lot of sweat and tears. I mean, I've had days of crying when I was in school, you know, a lot of expectations. You know, I wanted to make sure I loved this career before I did it. So I definitely shadowed. And so you just want to make sure that you're passionate, that you really want to do this for the right reasons, not because of money. Because money is nice, it's great, but at the end of the day, you want to be happy. You know, I've been in situations as well as I've had, you know, students who have precept, and some of them are passionate, they're excited, they've always wanted to do this, while other people are like, you know, I really want this for money. And then a lot of times when a lot of students have focused in on money, there have been students who've dropped out because they weren't fully in for the right reason. They probably didn't realize the expectation, they didn't realize the workload that goes into becoming a CRNA. So yes, CRNA salary, making a great salary, but it all depends on the area. So when you look at different states, for example, there's a CRNA salary, you know, yes, the average is $195,000. That's average, you know. Some places you could be getting paid maybe $120,000. Some places maybe making over $300,000. Yes, that is definitely possible. You can make that much money as a CRNA, right? A lot of times you may be working a full-time job and you're maybe making $200,000, for example, just throwing out numbers there. And then you may say, you know what, I want to pick up, you know, extra shifts at another institution, or maybe I'll do it at an outpatient surgery or a dental office or plastic surgery area, maybe once a week. You can do that, you know. And also, if you become a travel CRNA, you know, you could even make well over $300,000 a year, because a lot of times there's such a high demand in, you know, hospitals needing anesthesia providers, and you know, there's a lot of shortages. You know, people are, I mean, you have so many opportunities to work at many places because they don't have enough staff, and so they'll pay pretty much anything just to get you to come there. And so travel CRNAs could be welling over $250,000 to $300,000 a year. And that's includes, you know, they'll pay for a lot of the recruitment agencies will pay for your living expenses. They'll even give you stipend for food. They'll pay for all of the fees that goes along with, you know, getting you license or change, rental car, airline flights, depending on how long the contract is for, and if you renew, if they really need you to stay, they even increase your salary, I mean, giving you the amount of money higher. It's kind of called something called 1099, where you kind of get an hourly pay and a guaranteed, for example, 8 hours. So maybe they'll give you $210 an hour. Yes, that's a possibility, definitely. $210, $220 an hour, and 8 hours. If you calculate that out, it's a really nice amount of money you can make per day. Now, of course, you got to pay for taxes. With any job, you have to pay taxes and fees with the government. But just thinking about that amount of money, it can be very nice. So traveling, yes, awesome opportunity to make a lot of money. Like, for example, when you think about some of the top 5, just again, a little bit on salaries, the top 5 states that you can have a high salary in, which of course you probably want to know, are you in that specific state, right? So Oregon, Illinois, California, Seattle, Michigan. And also another thing to think about too, you know, if you're an entry-level CRNA versus an experienced CRNA has been working for over 5 to 10 years, depending on the institution, depending on the state, depending on the area, there may be a difference in the amount of salary you're going to make. So maybe an entry-level CRNA might make $170,000 a year, while an experienced CRNA could be making over $215,000 to $220,000 a year. It always varies depending on, you know, your experience. So I know I went through a lot of different things in regard to CRNA salary. I wanted to give you as much information as possible. You know, I love providing you with this content. You know, I still remember when I was a nurse and I wanted to become, you know, an ICU. First, I wanted to become a psych nurse. Then I became an ICU nurse, and then I want to be acute care nurse practitioner. Then I decided that wasn't fit for me, and ended up becoming a CRNA. And when I was in the process of switching to get into a CRNA program, it was very difficult. I had to do a lot of research. I had to, shadow. I feel like I didn't have a lot of support when I was going through the process. I didn't have that person or mentor that can guide me. And that's when I realized, when I became a CRNA, I wanted to give my time back to help others, allow them to have the opportunity to learn about becoming a CRNA, even becoming a nurse, maybe becoming a nurse practitioner, maybe even just making the decision to work in the medical field and know what's out there. Because I never knew about nurse anesthetists until, I was in the ICU and shadowing. And I think it's such a beautiful field, and I just love it so much. So I just want to spread all my wisdom, that I can, and also allow this platform to allow, other people to come on, maybe have some comments, So if you have any questions, definitely put it down below. If I'm unable to answer it, there's always someone here to answer it. And we're a community. We're here to help each other and grow. And so if you want to learn anything, any specific videos, just definitely let me know in the comments below. And definitely give a likes on this video. So if you want to learn more about CRNA and how to grow your CRNA, definitely click one of these videos over here, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.